Well, I remember Dynamite and I made the first trip to Brantford TV's first trip ever for WWE. Both of us flew down together. It was more of a tryout. Dynamite, he went there and he was very pessimistic about his prospects because he, like you said, and we all kind of knew that New York was a big man territory, and neither one of us was good talkers, and we were more about the work. We weren't. Dynamite certainly looked fantastic in those days. You know, he was ripped to shreds, and you know, for me, you know, I always felt like Dynamite. You know, I wished he'd been a heel when he first came in, and that they could have sort of seen how good he was. But they made him a babyface. Had plans for him as a babyface. It was just me and Dynamite, and I remember when the match was over, Vince's eyes were lit up, like you could see it walking up. And I remember Vince didn't even look at me, and he walked right up to Dynamite and was like, "Great match." And he was like, Dynamite was over with Vince, I think, from several occasions, even when he worked with Tiger Mask in the Garden. But Dynamite worked, you know, we did that weekend. We did 2 days of TV. We did Brantford and Poughkeepsie. Then we got paid off. Dynamite got $100 and I got $100. And I remember both like, that's all we got is $100 for, I think we wrestled twice and he wrestled, you know, I wrestled 3 times. I think he wrestled 2 or 3 times for the 2 days of tapings. And I remember he said, "Screw these guys. I don't work for anybody for $100." And he wouldn't even talk to me. He would never go back. He was done. He didn't understand that it was a TV taping, and they give you a stipend for those days. Even though you might wrestle 2 or 3 times, and even though there's a huge crowd out there, somehow they justify it. The logic was back then is that they're doing you a favor by letting you even be on TV, and you better just like it. And everyone accepted that as a, you know, I guess we should be happy we're on TV, and nobody got more than $100 unless you were the main event and considered, you know, advertised on the promotion. But Dynamite, he was so offended by the payoff that he refused to even entertain any ideas of going back, and that was the last he talked to them. So I ended up going to WWF back then, sort of on my own. I thought I was going to be with Davey, and I thought I was going to be with Dynamite, but they made their deal in Japan and switched offices, in fact, over there. And